Kyle, welcome back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. We've got a lot of runners this weekend, looking forward to it. Obviously we're going to be back on the grass at the Gold Coast, which is really exciting, and I think it'll be worth the wait.
Yep, can't wait to get back on the grass. Hopefully it handles it well, and all low roads lead to Pink Ribbon Cup Day in a couple of weeks' time, so hopefully I think it'll be the best thing in the world for the track to get a few horses, rip it apart and rejuvenate and get it back to the track it once was, because it was a super track, and Jody and his team's done a super job with it now, so looking forward to getting on the grass and sell the horses.
Yeah, we're also heading to Doomben on Saturday with a couple of runners. Catwalk Criminal, second up this prep. She was great to win first up after 14 months off the scene. It was really good to see her back to her best.
Definitely one of my favourite horses. Love her to death. She's been a tough horse to train, as in she's had so many issues. Not much go her way, but patience, the right people behind us have helped to get back to where she is. Took our time with her, probably scratched her from a few races, I wasn't 100% confident in getting her out there just on any old track. Wanted to get her out there when she was feeling as well, and that leading into that race a couple of Fridays ago, she definitely woke up from a little gallop on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. She was like a beast walking around here, and she's come back enormous. I know it's been a long time off the scene, it's hard for the owners, but I think it's been a blessing in disguise for this animal. She's just got an incredible will to win. She's as tough as nails, and I honestly believe if she was a sound animal, I think she'd be racing in group races by now. She's got an incredible turn of foot, but she's just got that tenacity to want to maul down other horses. I can't wait to see her in town. Second up after a long break is never...
It's going to be the question.
Yeah, it's always tough. Up in weight. She's got Pug on board. If there was a horse I could go to war with, any of my horses, she'd be one of them. She'll show up and have a go. Probably going to have to ride her back forward tomorrow from the awkward barrier, where I just love the way Emily rode her last start. She took a sit on her, and I've always wanted to see her ridden like that. She's never could be ridden like that because she's a bull of a gate with everything she does. So I think in time, when she continues to learn her craft, she's still lightly raced. I'd love to see her at Eagle Farm ridden quietly down the outside. She's a special horse, and hopefully she's 16s into 6s again and gets the job done.
And Living Free had a little freshen up and is back to the races over 1200.
I think his jump out last week was the best he's ever jumped out. Jace rode in there, cruised in behind him, was climbing over hills, waiting to launch late. Kept him fresh coming into this. 3 off his back with Emily, 52 kilos. I think he's the best each way bet of the weekend for our team. He just needs a bit of luck from an awkward draw, but if Em can get across and slot into a nice position, he'll run a huge race.
And then Saturday we also head to the Gold Coast. Hulkamania will back up. He obviously had a tough run last start, but he's had an easy week, and hopefully he can get the job done.
Yeah, JC set him a bit of a task last week, but he's a tough horse. He's a pretty boy, but he continues to show up and as a go on race day. There's more ability there. He's consistent. He'll run another good race tomorrow. The plan is to go to a Metro Saturday here and 2 weeks after tomorrow, so I think he'll run another good race. He's well and bright. Just depends how much that run did take out of him last week. Obviously, we'll know more after tomorrow's race, but always shows up. Very strong rider in Aiden on board. I think he'll definitely suit him.
And then we've got the 2 girls, Mahaja and Ruby Doo, in the 1,000 metres.
Mahaja, she was just fat first up. Still got a winter coat about her. A lot of improvement. She's going to improve a lot out of tomorrow's race as well. Just didn't want to go straight to 1,200. 1,400 with her second up. She's looking for that 14, but possibly race her here tomorrow or Sunday at Sunshine Coast. But going well, I think can run a good race wherever she goes. And Ruby, she just cannot draw a barrier, this poor horse. Frustrating. She's had a frustrating preparation, but a little freshen up in between runs. I think she can run a good race, and Giles suitor.
Then in the maiden 1200, we've got Last Line Dance, first up this prep, and also Draper, which will be his first race start.
Last Line Dance, drawn tricky, obviously comes in, only 10 in the race. I thought he'd jump out the other day. Trial was really good on the turf. Trialled up against some, also the 1-6 race, and I don't know how the maiden got into that trial, but anyway, she stuck on good. Her coat started to come out. She's
a lot better.
Feeling very well within herself. I think she'll run a very, very cheeky race first up, and also Draper. A horse I've got a lot of time for, and so do all the riders. He's big, he's light, he's raw. He's a bit of a big giraffe at the moment. He doesn't know where his body's going. Spoke to the owners over the last couple of days. Wouldn't shock me if he come out and blew him away. It wouldn't shock me if he sort of just, the day was a bit too much for him. In a year's time, he's going to be a beautiful, big, strong horse. But at the moment, he's just not putting on weight. And but there's definitely a pretty good engine there. So I'm looking forward to this race because I think both horses can run a really good race.
And in the Class 1 1200, Bengal Diamond, she's also had a little freshen up in the paddock since her last start.
First up win was enormous. Second up, horrible ride. Had no luck. She's a horse you can't bustle. Once you push the button on her early, she's just going to over race and pull. We've worked a lot to try and bring her back. Shannon's done a super job on this prep, and last start, once she got dug out, it was all over. Put a pen through that run, had a freshen up, 1200, barrier 4. Hopefully Michael can get it to settle. I think she is as good as what Catwalk showed us early in her career, and I think this horse reminds me a lot of what Catwalk was as a young horse. This horse just needs to come back a peg and start learning her craft. I think more racing is going to be the best thing for her. Obviously, was in town, just didn't draw well. And a big thing as well, I think Michael's going to be a good help for her. Older jockey, he's got the experience and got good hands. So she's gone up big odds. I think if she shows up tomorrow and produces what she can produce, she'll be very, very hard to beat.
And then on Sunday, we head to the sunny coast with Sir Lemerac. He's first up this prep over the 14.
Frustrating animal. It was awful last preparation. It's probably his first couple of runs back last prep. He was going right, just going through his motions. He's come back a different horse this prep. He looks like a different horse. He's feeling super. Young Jace has done a good job with him riding track work because he's full of beans. A little fella by Camelot. He's sound. He's starting to look great in his coat. 1400 first up, benchmark 65. Yes, has to carry a bit of weight, get three off his back. I reckon he'll run a good race. Not saying he can win, but I reckon he'll run a very competitive race first up. He's just feeling that well within himself, and I just would hope pulls up from the race, go to 16 second up, 18 build his revs up to the 2000. I'd just love to see him get up to the 24 this prep. He's got the ability, and I think we might have worked him out this prep, and hopefully he does because owner's been very patient with him.
With a number of runners on the weekend, what would be your best bet?
I like a few odds. I think Catwalk can run a great race. As I said, Living Freeze. I think good price.
You're only allowed one.
Same as Bengal Diamond. I couldn't say one that I think's a real good thing, but I think all the horses are good each way odds and they're feeling well. So if I had to choose one, I'd choose Catwalk. I think she'll be hard to beat. Hopefully, she can knock over that second up hoodoo. What some horses struggle to do when they've had a long time off. I know she's got a super record second up, but hopefully we can break that hoodoo, and it'd be a huge thrill getting her to win a Saturday Metro race.
Thanks so much for watching, and good luck over the weekend.
Good luck.